Why don't we talk about operation of law in a will and how a beneficiary form works?
Yeah, they're two completely separate things, right, Joe?
Absolutely.
So, operation of law in a will is you telling people in your own words how you want your assets to be parceled out at the time of your passing. And the beneficiary designation is actually how things play out. So, I may have Joe listed as a beneficiary and Barb in my will, but I have Jessica and my kids on my actual beneficiary form. The beneficiary form is going to dictate where those assets go.
And I think people are getting better and better at this, Aaron. But when I first got into the industry in 1987, right, this was so bad, I actually had a will that gave my mom the Eiffel Tower, my dad the Cubs, and my brother the Bears, right? Because I wanted to prove a point. It doesn't matter what is in your bloody will,
Right.
right? It is the operation of law says where things are going. So the biggest ones are joint with rights of survivorship, TOD, transfer on death, POD, payable on death, and beneficiary designations. It doesn't matter what your will says. If your life insurance policy or your beneficiary of your 401k or 403b says that it's going to your spouse, it doesn't matter what's in the will.
Correct.
Right? And so that's the first thing to be able to be there. Do beneficiary designations, and we've never talked about this, do beneficiary designations ever fall off?
Do they ever fall off? I don't know the answer to that.
The answer is yes. Administrative error happens more than you would like, which is why when you do a family update, your paraplanner or your associate advisor, whoever you're in the room with, has a list of their beneficiaries. Mm-hmm. And every year when we have the family update, we confirm whether it's still the right beneficiary, right? The name's right, not been misspelled, right? Because you got more than one person typing. Nobody's been divorced. Nobody's died, right? Nobody's a drug addict, right? You still want it to be these people, and they are right. And so what you have to understand is when a custodian change occurs or any of that other stuff occurs and you cross a state line, operation of law is done by state. So the rules in Indiana are different than the rules in Florida. So people will ask me if you need a trust. Again, not an attorney, don't play one on radio or TV. Got my opinions, right? I have a trust. That ought to help you out. Mm-hmm. But if you own property in multiple states, you're going to go through probate in multiple states. By having a trust, you go through no probate at all.